Are you looking for 8 best things to do in Niagara Falls? The waterfalls are the principal appeal here, and there is a variety of methods to look them, from their foot at the mythical Maid of the Mist boat excursions, from at the back of in caves handy with the aid of using elevator, from the sky soaring in helicopters, or looking at from statement towers. Taking one of the excellent excursions in Niagara Falls is but some other manner to view this herbal wonder, but far from the falls, each the New York and Canadian aspects provide numerous sports to maintain traffic entertained. The region additionally hosts numerous family-pleasant attractions, which includes Old Fort Niagara and the Niagara Sky Wheel. If you do not have children in tow, strive your success on the Niagara Falls Casino or pattern a number of the region's well-known ice wine on the Enniskillen Winery. Here is the list of 8 best things to do in Niagara Falls. 1. Maid of the Mist. The foremost purpose to go to Niagara Falls is to look the falls, and one of the maximum memorable methods to do simply this is to recreation a poncho and hop on a Maid of the Mist boat. These boats had been shuttling traffic to and from the bottom of the falls because the 1840s be organized to get wet. The Maid of the Mist almost dunks you below the falls, however rain equipment is furnished. And lots of say that is one of the excellent methods to revel in the beauty of Niagara Falls. In fact, it is one of the place's excellent guided excursions. 2. Niagara Park's Botanical Gardens and Butterfly Conservatory. To get away the thunderous falls and visitor crowds, take a day and lose yourself inside the Niagara Park's Botanical Gardens. If you want nature, the gardens are a must-see. This 100-acre area is domestic to dozens of meticulously maintained gardens, cared for with the aid of using college students on the OnWeb website Online Horticulture School, proposing hundreds of species of plants. During the summer, guided horse and carriage excursions let you discover the gardens in style. The gardens also are domestic to the Butterfly Conservatory, in which numerous thousand butterflies flit and flutter amongst brightly colored flowers. 3. Old Fort Niagara. If you experience history, ensure to keep time for a go to Old Fort Niagara, located at the U.S. facet of the falls. This 17th century castle has modified fingers among French, British, and American troops. This website online has visible motion for the duration of several wars, which includes the American Revolution and the French and Indian War, making it the longest operational castle in North America. Today, the castle occupies one of the maximum scenic regions in western New York, overlooking each Lake Ontario and the Niagara River. Inside, you could discover underground gunpowder rooms, vintage Navy barracks, and historical cannons. If you are seeking out a closer history, ensure to prevent with the aid of using the tourist middle. 4. Niagara Glen Nature Reserve. If you want to spoil from the crowds close to the falls, traffic endorse you experience a chilled afternoon on the Niagara Glen Nature Reserve. Situated off the Niagara Parkway at the Canadian facet of the falls, this nature keep overlooks the Niagara River and its herbal whirlpool, presenting extra than 2 miles of trails via preserved Carolinian forest. 5. Journey Behind the Falls. On the journey behind the falls, you will be capable of stand without delay at the back of the roaring sheet of water and get a literal at the back of the scene's peak at this outstanding herbal appeal. The excursion starts with an elevator experience to an statement deck in which you could take with inside the view of the Canadian Horseshoe Falls and the Niagara River. From there, observe the caverns and experience the roaring curtain of the falls from an exceptional perspective. However, be organized for crowds. Journey Behind the Falls is one of the maximum famous methods to look the falls, so that you might also additionally discover that the tunnels are alternatively cramped. 6. Cave of the Winds. Many current traffic known as the Cave of the Winds a must-do. After taking an elevator 175 toes down into the Niagara Gorge, you will be capable of roam a sequence of wood walkways that positioned you inside toes of the Bridal Veil Falls. It's known as the Hurricane Deck, way to the tropical storm-like conditions. Even with the memento poncho and shoes, you will probably get wet. 7. Whitewater Walk. If you are seeking to view the falls from an extra herbal placing than the Maid of the Mist or the Journey Behind the Falls, spend an hour or stretching your legs at the Whitewater Walk. After taking an elevator 230 toes to the bottom of the gorge, you will be kept in a position to stroll alongside a quarter-mile boardwalk that overlooks the Great Gorge Rapids from the Canadian facet of the Niagara River. Along the stroll are numerous statement regions in which you could get a fantastic view of the falls and the turbulent whirlpool below. 8. Enniskillen Winery. Aside from the falls themselves, the Niagara Falls place is thought for a different thing, wine. If you've got the time, take a force north alongside Ontario's scenic Niagara Parkway to Enniskillen Wines in Niagara-on-the-Lake. This vineyard is thought for its ice wine. That's crafted from grapes which are left to freeze at the vine over the winter. Once temperatures drop to 8 degrees Celsius, the grapes are then gathered and allowed to thaw, a technique that enables accentuate their flavor.